Orangutans are one of our closest relatives, so why are we pushing them toward extinction? Orangutans are great apes native to the rainforests and lowland swamps of Indonesia and Malaysia. Today, they are found only in parts of Borneo and Sumatra, but during the Pleistocene era, they ranged throughout Southeast Asia and southern China. Orangutans are classified in the genus Pongo and consist of 3 species: the Bornean orangutan, P. pygmaeus, with 3 subspecies, the Sumatran orangutan, P. abeli, and the Tapanuli orangutan, P. tapanuliensis. Orangutans are the only surviving genus of the subfamily Ponginae, which genetically diverged from other hominidae, gorillas, chimpanzees, and humans between 19.3 and 15.7 million years ago. Their subfamily once contained several other members, including Gigantopithecus, the largest primate in the fossil record and capable of growing up to 3 meters tall. Orangutans are the most arboreal of the great apes, spending most of their time in trees. They build nests specifically for daytime or nighttime use. These nests are carefully constructed. Young orangutans learn by observing their mother's nest-building behavior. Orangutans have relatively short legs compared to their relatively long arms and have reddish-brown hair covering their bodies. This is unusual because they are very large. Males stand up to 1.4 meters tall and weigh up to 75 kilograms, while females are smaller, standing up to 1.1 meters tall and weighing about half as much. Size isn't the only factor that differentiates the sexes. Males develop a very distinctive facial flange. This is not bone and is instead held in place by facial muscles. Typically, the flange grows solely through the facial muscles. The more dominant the male, the larger the flange. Male orangutans also have throat pouches that amplify their calls, which they use to attract mates, intimidate competitors, and make faint kisses. Orangutans are the most solitary of the great apes. Social bonds are limited and primarily formed between mothers and their dependent offspring. Bornean orangutans are generally more solitary than Sumatran orangutans. Orangutans begin to disperse and establish their home ranges at age 11. Females tend to stay close to their natal home range, while males disperse further. Male orangutans become sexually mature around age 15. Flanged males attract ovulating females with their distinctive long calls. Females prefer to mate with fitter males, form pairs with them, and benefit from their protection. Female orangutans can first give birth at around age 15, and they have a birth interval of 6 to 9 years, the longest among the great apes. Gestation is about 9 months, and infants are born weighing 1.5 to 2 kilograms. Usually only one infant is born. Twins are rare. They are omnivorous. Fruit is the most important component of the orangutan diet. They also eat leaves, bark, honey, insects, and bird eggs. Orangutans can live for over 30 years, both in the wild and in captivity. Orangutans are among the most intelligent primates. They use a variety of sophisticated tools and build complex sleeping nests each night from twigs and leaves. They also use a variety of tools for foraging, communication, and daily living. Extensive research has been conducted on their learning abilities. Researchers estimate that each orangutan population has its own distinct culture. Orangutans have appeared in world literature and art since at least the 18th century, primarily to comment on human communities. Primatologist Birute Galdikas pioneered field studies of orangutans, and several have been kept in captivity around the world since at least the early 19th century. their predator list is quite limited. They are primarily preyed upon by crocodiles, tigers, and clouded leopards, but their number one predator is humans. Unfortunately, all three orangutan species are critically endangered. There are 104,000 Bornean orangutans, 13,000 Sumatran orangutans, and only 800 Tapanuli orangutans left in the wild in the last 20 years. 148,000 orangutans have been killed in Kalimantan alone. The king of orangutans suffers from attacks from various sides. Baby orangutans are targeted by poachers who capture them for sale in the exotic pet trade, often with their mothers killed in the process. In one particularly horrific case, a female orangutan was captured and sold into the sex trade. In villages in Southeast Asia, orangutans are also killed by farmers when they enter farms in search of food. These killings are linked to one of their problems: deforestation due to dwindling food supplies. Orangutans are forced to leave their comfort zones and enter farms in search of food, only to be killed in retaliation by farmers. An orangutan found floating in a river in Indonesia had been shot 130 times with an air rifle, suffered multiple machete wounds, and was eventually decapitated. 2 plantation workers responsible have been arrested. Orangutans also suffer from forest fires, often used to clear land for agriculture and develop plantations, as climate change continues to dry out rainforests, making them more vulnerable to human-caused fires. In 2015, more than 800,000 hectares of rainforest were lost to forest fires in Kalimantan alone. These fires destroy orangutans' food habitat, and the smoke disorients them, making them highly vulnerable to poachers. Unsustainable palm oil plantations are a major contributor to this decline. Not only do they destroy much of their habitat to build their own, but in the process, they also build roads into the inaccessible rainforests where orangutans call their homes. These roads allow poachers to enter their territories and easily select them for hunting. This is a very complex problem that will be very difficult to solve. One starting point is educating people that orangutans are not dangerous and should not be shot on sight. You can help by sharing this video, and hopefully it will attract the attention of someone who doesn't yet know how amazing orangutans are. If you want to help orangutans, please support organizations like SOS Borneo, which helps preserve and restore the health and harmony of orangutan habitats, trains local farmers, and implements sustainable farming practices, and educates children about the importance of protecting rainforests. They support loggers, build successful businesses that don't rely on deforestation, and help provide economic independence.